guys, happy Friday. Today we are on our way to go take baby Solomon to his pediatric appointment. He is going to get another weight check, and I anticipate his weight being much higher because we have been doing so much supplementing. I have actually tapered off a little bit with the supplementing. I haven't been supplementing him through the night anymore. I've just been breastfeeding him because he gets satisfied and he goes to sleep. I don't feel like I need to give him a supplement if I can really see that he's satisfied. So I haven't been doing that. So we've definitely cut back, but there are still times like today, this morning, when I fed him before leaving the house. I started early, like 12:30. I fed him, and he's still not transferring the milk, which makes me think, oh my goodness, I don't have any milk, left for him, because he nurses for ages, and then he goes to sleep, or he just, then he wakes up and he's starving to death, and it's like this vicious cycle that we're going through. So I think I'm gonna have her, but let me finish my thought. I'm so bad about changing, like, mid-sentence. But so after I finished feeding him forever and he still was starving, and I'm sitting there thinking, I don't have enough milk for him, I gave him just a 2-ounce formula supplement, and then I fed that to him, and then I pumped. So I pumped afterwards, and I got like another 2 ounces of milk. So I have milk, he's not getting it for some reason, and I'm worried that maybe there's a tongue tie issue or a lip tie. I don't know if the pediatric doctor is going to be able to evaluate him for that. I may have to take him somewhere else, but I think that would be worth looking into. Either that, or he simply is just not like his mouth, he's just a newborn who's having trouble, really getting that milk out, and that usually corrects itself when they get a little bit bigger. Their mouth gets a little bit bigger, and they're able to take in more breast tissue, I think. Especially, I think that women who are bigger breasted when their milk comes in, and in general, I think that babies tend to have a harder time with that because the boob is so big. Like, that's just how I feel about it. I've always kind of had this issue with the kids, and it does work itself out eventually, but it's stressful in the meantime, and it does make you want to give up sometimes. But because whenever I'm pregnant, my boobs get huge. Sorry if it's TMI, but I get I get large milk jugs, and when my milk comes in, it's even more of an issue. So that may be part of what's going on. I don't know. It needs to get worked out, and I know that it will get worked out eventually. The question is, will I have the stamina to stick with it? That's the question, because it's exhausting mentally, it's exhausting physically, time consuming. I spend so much time pumping, feeding, pumping, feeding, pumping, feeding. I get nothing else done, and then I get overwhelmed, and it's like just this vicious cycle. So anyway, I think I talked a lot about this yesterday, and here I am talking a lot about it again today. So sorry for all the boobage talkage. But that's just my life at this point, and so that's what I'll be talking about apparently. What?
What is that terrible smell in here?
You smell something terrible? I'm not sure. I feel tired today. Like, I feel really tired, and I don't know. I don't think I feel like I got enough sleep last night. I think he slept. Oh, excuse me. He actually slept very well. I think I'm just tired. I don't know.
I'm tired too.
You're tired too. I hope this isn't too shaky, because my steering wheel's a little shaky. I think I need to have a tune-up done to my van. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I have lots of goals for this day. Will they get done? I do not know. So I really got to work in Maddie's room. There's a whole saga about her room. I don't know if I've even shared it with you guys, but there's kind of a saga going on with Maddie's room. It got really messy, and then I went in to do like a big organizational project and kind of tore everything out of her closet. And when I shampooed the carpets, I threw everything on top of her bed that was in her floor. And anyway, because of the fact that I've had to stop mid-project and then she's gone back in and she's played, it's like a total chaos mess. It is unbelievable. She has entirely too many toys for that tiny little room. She has the smallest room in the house, and she has the most possessions of anyone in the house. So those two are not good combo. And I don't necessarily want to get rid of all of her toys, but I do think that it would be worth packing up the majority of them, because we are going to be moving hopefully at the beginning of this coming year. And so not too long, hopefully we'll be moving, and she will have more space where we go, hopefully. And so I don't really feel the need to get rid of everything, but a lot of it needs to go, and a lot of it just needs to be stored. And typically I'm not really wanting to store stuff, but when it comes to a lot of her toys that have, you know, we've invested a lot of money in, etc., I don't really want to just give it away or sell it at this point. So I think it'd be worth, you know, looking into storing and or, you know, doing like the rotation system. I don't know, but something has to give with the toys, and it has to happen very fast. So I would like to work in her room today and get some of that done. And general house cleaning, homeschooling, the whole same 9 yards. But I really would like to get things in order in my house too. What, sweetie? All right, you guys, I am going to see you after the doctor's appointment. So we're through at the doctor's, and me and Maddie are having a little bite to eat at KFC, aren't we? And little man is sound asleep right here.
Hey, guys, and I got applesauce that says lemon, peach, apple. It's lemon, peach, apple sauce.
Let's see.
No, I just wanted to. I just wanted to like say. Yes, it is. No, I didn't want you to see, but it is peach, lemon. Yeah, peach, lemon, apple sauce. Yeah. I just want to like say it right now.
All right, eat your food so your belly gets full.
Okay.
All right, so Maddie and I are through eating our KFC, and we are on our way home. So I thought I'd give you guys a little update about how the doctor's appointment went. So his weight was really good. He was up to 9 pounds, 1.5 ounces, and so he is he's gained a lot of weight this week, which is good. But the bad news is we have basically figured out the problem, I think. He has a lip tie, and he is not able to transfer, like I knew, he's not able to transfer the milk well at all. Like, he's not getting much at all when he nurses. So I'm gonna have to continue to pump, and we got a referral to ENT, so we'll probably have to have that corrected. And I'm kind of bummed out about it, but you know, it is what it is. And if any of you guys have had, you know, a lip tie fixed and what that all entails, I know they just basically clip the frenulum, but I mean, I don't know. My husband is really not on board with that because he doesn't want the baby to be in pain. So that's the biggest thing for him. What?
Guys, and I just missed the ice cream truck.
You just saw the ice cream truck? So yeah, that's what's going on. So for right now, I'm going to continue to attempt to nurse him because I think he is getting some, and pumping, like pumping continually until we can get it fixed. And we will continue to probably have to supplement because I don't fully I'm not able to fully empty my breast when I pump. I'm able to get a good bit, but I'm not able to get enough, really. So it's just hard. Anybody who has ever pumped knows it's just like an acquired skill. You have to learn how to pump. So it's hard. Anyway, I am almost home. I'm gonna clean the van out, go in, pump. I'm gonna be a slave to that pump, I have a feeling. And I'm also kind of bummed out because I just checked the tracking on my camera lens. I'm supposed to be getting a lens to my good camera, and I paid for overnight shipping, but it was late last night, so I won't be getting it until tomorrow, which is a bummer. But it was pretty late when we ordered it, so I guess that's to be expected. Anyway, I should have it tomorrow, which I'm excited about, but I was hoping to have it today. And then we will try to get some pictures done of the baby and the other kids. So I'm excited. Excited, excited, excited. We are out with just the baby. We're going into Target. We're having a mini date night with the baby. So Jacob and Gavin are at home with Mason and Maddie, and we are actually coming out to do a little bit of Christmas shopping, you guys. We are going to try to get a few things for Christmas, and we're going to try to do it early this year just so that we're not stressed out when December rolls around. So we're coming in here to Target. We went to Toys R Us, or Babies R Us / Toys R Us, and their prices are just really steep compared to Target. So now we are at Target, and we're going to look around and see what we can find. Hi guys, this is Monday, so happy Monday. And it is a dreary, super rainy day. It's already afternoon. We've done a good bit of read alouds today. Jake is working some on his homeschool, but I've got to help him make sure he gets all his stuff done today. But we have been reading this book, Little House on the Prairie, and we got quite a bit of it read. Quite a few chapters read this morning while the kids did their magnetiles and just kind of hung out. But yeah, it's really super gloomy. I've got a ton of dishes to do today because I didn't do any of them over the weekend, literally. So look at what I've got to do. Such a total mess, you guys, but I guess I chose to let it go this weekend, so I'm gonna have to catch up for it today. I went yesterday to the park and we did some pictures of little Solomon, and I got a few of them edited last night, so I'm excited about that. And today we are just going to be doing our homeschool work, and I hope to get caught up on some chores and some editing. And then I'll probably have to make it to the grocery store at some point to get some food to cook for dinner tonight. So that's the plan. I hope it's not like overly dark in here, but it is really rainy and dark outside today. So I got my new lens put back on my my Sony camera, so hopefully the quality of this video is going to be a little better than it has been with my little camera, my interim camera that I've been using. What was I going to say? The only problem is it makes me super nervous because this is a very bulky camera and I don't like to use it for vlogging because I'm afraid that carrying it around too much, I'm going to end up breaking it. But we'll see. Hopefully I don't. I need to get a lighter camera for vlogging, but this one is really good, especially for like sit down videos because the quality is good and it's good for pictures. So anyway, I'm rambling on about a whole lot of nothing, but last night Solomon slept pretty well. He slept very well. He didn't get up much at all. I'm still supplementing with his formula at this point, but I'm still really trying to breastfeed. I hope this whole breastfeeding thing like levels out, but I just have a feeling that the more that I supplement with formula, the kind of worse that my breast milk supply is going to be. I just know the whole saga all too well. Been through it a million times. and it's a little stressful, but I'm trying really hard not to be overly stressed about it, because it just is what it is. If if we end up not being able to breastfeed exclusively, I'm just gonna have to go with the flow, but I'm gonna put a good effort in and see what we can do. I am definitely doing the brewer's yeast, I'm doing the flaxseed, Gatorade, I'm trying to pump, although that's very time consuming when I'm also trying to nurse him and bottle feed him. To add in pumping is just like, that's all I would do all day long. So I try to pump a few times a day. In the evenings I try to get a power pump in, where I will like pump for 10 or 15 minutes and take a little 10 or 15 minute break and do it again, and then like I just do those cycles over and over. So anyway, that's a whole saga, but like I said, I'm just trying not to be stressed out about it. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I mean, I've been nursing Maddie for years, and so, you know, I mean, I just feel like, I know that if I worked hard enough at it, I could probably make it work, but I just don't know if I have it in me to put forth like 24 hours a day into trying to breastfeed. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't even know if I told you guys about his lip tie. He has a bit of a lip tie. She is going to refer us to an ENT that we may or may not go to. I'm not sure. Because of the fact that it's not a tongue tie, so it's not going to affect his speech. It is a lip tie. And so the only reason to have it fixed would be so that he could latch and breastfeed effectively, and even still, would he be able to do that? Is my supply enough? Like, I don't know. And my husband's not really all for it, because he really doesn't want to put him through that. So I don't know. We'll see. It's all kind of up in the air at this point as to what we are going to do. So it's about 1 o'clock already, and Mason and I are getting ready to sit down and do his lessons, and then I'm going to look over some of Jake's work and help him study the presidents, because he has a test on that on Wednesday. So he also has a paper that he's got to write, and so I'm going to make sure that all of that gets done today. So I'm going to bring you guys along as usual, and hopefully get a nice day in the life, or partial day in the life, or daily vlog done today. I really didn't vlog over the weekend. We just didn't really do a whole lot, and there wasn't a whole lot to share, so I didn't really do a lot of vlogging. But anyway, I will see you guys in a few minutes. So Mason is busy doing his spelling. Aren't you, Mason? Is it going good? Yeah, it's going good. We're getting the schoolwork done today. I am bound and determined, you guys, to make a point to get caught up a little bit with our homeschool work. I do not like not being on a schedule. It stresses me out. So I'm trying to get back on a schedule, which we still did not do great with this morning because this afternoon. But, all right, what does this say? This makes
things
stick together. So what makes things stick together? From
Glue.
your, what's on your list?
Paint. Paint, Mommy. Paint.
Not right now, maybe in a little bit. Let's see what you're dressed up like. Who are you dressed up like? Is that Iron Man?
That's Captain America.
Oh, Captain America. That's right. Very nice. So it is pouring the rain, and it is now almost, it's 4:35.
The lights are flashing.
Are they? Are we gonna lose power? It is 4:35, and it literally looks like it's 8 o'clock. It is so dark, and it is pouring the rain. Oh, Mason, no.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Okay, now that was me.
Pouring the rain, isn't it?
That's scary how I can turn the lights off and on.
That was just Mason being a silly goose.
Okay, Mom. The second time wasn't me, okay? Second time wasn't me.
So, it's taking us some time to get our work done today.
Like 2 hours. It took us 2 hours just to do one thing.
So, Dad came home from work, and so I spent some time talking to him, nursing the baby, and
Whoa, look now.
and just
What the?
switch the laundry out. So I also was able to wash up the dishes, but we must finish school today. We must. And so we're gonna get back on it and try to get back into sort of a routine, even though it's incredibly late in the afternoon and we're still working on schoolwork. And this weather, I don't know if it's the weather or postpartum or what, but
Don't get too
don't
get too close to the window.
Is it lightning? My mood has been less than great. A little bit down today for some reason. I think it may be the weather. Who knows?
Yeah,
It's the weather.
But
don't get
you have a down mood.
don't get near the window because it's pouring.
As long as it's not lightning, we should be okay.